Hi, I'm Mrs. Daywald, and today we're going to be doing a couple problems on solving volume equations. The first thing I need to remember is the formula for volume of a rectangular prism. The formula for volume is volume equals length times width times height. Given a picture of a rectangular prism, I first want to label all of my parts. So I have length is 16. The height is going to be 18, and the width is the unknown value. I also already have the volume, so I'm going to now substitute all of my values into the formula. Volume was 6,000. Pause your screen and you can do that on your own. Hopefully you got all of those values substituted. So I have 6,336 equals 16 times W times 18. The next step is take a calculator and multiply 16 times 18. Pause your screen. You should have gotten a value of 288 and bring down your volume. And my next step is to isolate my variable. I isolate by doing the inverse operation. This is multiply. 288 times W, so I want to divide both sides of my equation by 288. And I know that 288W divided by 288 leaves me with W equals, and pause your video and divide it. And hopefully after you divided 6,336 divided by 288, you got an answer of 22. W equals 22. So I don't usually leave my labels inside my equations. It confuses me, but at the end you always want to make sure you label. So I have the width equal 22, and we know that width is a linear measurement, so it's centimeters. It's to the first power. Area is squared, volume is cubed. Width, height, length are all to the first power. Our next problem, number 2, says one clay brick weighs 5.76 pounds. The brick is 8 inches long and 2 1/4 inches wide. If the clay weighs 800 pounds per cubic inch, what is the volume of the brick? Find the height of the brick. Well, I know that I'm going to need a volume problem. Volume equals length times width times height. But my problem is I have pounds and I have cubic inches. So I need to start off with a conversion factor of pounds to cubic inches. I'm going to write inches cubed. And when I divide this, given this information for my problem, I get an answer of 72 cubic inches. And that's the information I'm going to need for my volume problem. Now I need to go back to my volume formula. Volume equals length times width times height. And 72 cubic inches is my volume. I was given my length of 8 inches. I was also given my width of 2 1/4 inches. And I do not know, and I'm trying to find the height. So now I'm going to multiply 2 times 2 1/4 times 8. I'm going to continue my work up here. So 2 1/4 times 8 is going to be 18H is equal to 72. Now to isolate the variable, I have to divide both sides by 18, do the inverse operation of multiplication, which is divide. And 72 divided by 18 gives me an answer of 4. So I know that the height is 4. Going back up to my problem, I know that it was in inches. So my height is going to be 4 inches. And that was the height of my brick.